浮世景色百千年依旧，人之在世，却如白露与泡影，虚无。
哼，余性节目。
听凭风影，
出门找点新朋友，
就当是散心了。
灵华自小害怕打雷，直到家母告诉他雷声是大御所大人的倾诉。从那时起，每逢打雷，他都会神色专注，仿佛这样就能听懂大御所大人的言语。
固若金汤。
我听到你了。
安如磐石，
苍流水影。
到头了，终于还是
安如磐石。
到头了，终于还是头了。
天理长驱，安如磐石。
剑影。
终于还是终于还是。
总有一天，我会成为像龙二哥哥那样伟大的人。
固若金汤，
苍流水影。
终于还是。
一想起家臣们一脸焦急却又不敢开口阻拦的样子，就忍不住觉得有趣。出来走走是不错。
又一个邪对象了。固若金汤，
神里流，水用。剑影。
哎呀！
总算完事儿了。
暗线已经布置妥当，差不多该收网了。
什么都能在这里找到。向着星辰与深渊，欢迎来到冒险家协会。感谢你完成了今天的向着星辰。一场。
Tanya and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yai Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yai.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apek Husu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yai. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yai. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop! Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine? You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival, yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones, whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist. I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival, which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to Ultivat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little. Oh, all right. Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea. I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the 5 Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the 5 Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests. I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it. If you want to see the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kassen portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tone-Deaf Bard then? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation? Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too. Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon! It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Iridori Festival?
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kassen!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx. Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
Be still. Escape!
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived. Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem. Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kassen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kassen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Festivals always attract so many people.
Just what will we come across this time?
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure. Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy, dumpy, go!
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me.
Festivals always attract so many people.
Woo! La la la! Jumpy, dumpy, go! Da-da-da!
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's...
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hiroyama...
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find them ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Jinyu as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
Jinyu? Sounds like a name from Liyue. Albedo, what kind of person is the author of this book?
I have not met him personally, but the editor said that he is actually the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild family in Liyue. Oh, do you know him?
Whoa, that's a real twist! Paimon never would have guessed that Xingqiu would be publishing a light novel together with Albedo! But enough about that. Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too.
To request a fan fiction booth, please apply now.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy, dumpty, go!
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me.
Festivals always attract so many people.
What is the situation? Shine down!
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone-Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect.
Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze. If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them. Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryo Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the...
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights in the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third... I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two...
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Sara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hiroyama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kasen. Oh.
Let's see here. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer... But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. So there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is... Though Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and so all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hiroyama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success. You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go. Huh? Betty? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
There is no escape!
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Let me see. Suiko chapter.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen. This story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Inactivity. Who is this Jinyu everyone keeps talking
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first...
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, tone-deaf bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
company! Fall in!
Please keep your personal belongings with you at all times.
Follow my lead!
The passenger ship from Lyra that we're supposed to meet shipping. Shincho will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen knot.
Where to this time?
So, what's the point of the story again?
Terra Smash!
Wind go with you.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are. Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee. Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local culture here. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time, besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around. Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work. She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own. Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon. So,
Yay, Mr. Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play? Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me.
Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid. Ah, Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime. Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here. Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Klee? Do you want to go play with Mr. Honorary Knight?
Yay! You bet I do!
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble. Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee?
Welcome home,
Cuisine? What's that?
You know, food and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant.
A restaurant? Yay! Snack time!
Got it! All right, snack time it is. Let's go! Yatta! 大冒険だ!
クレイのことは頼んだよ。姿の彩り祭期間中は離島でも稲妻城でも花火が禁止されていると聞いた。クレイから目を離さないでいてくれ。ああ、もうあんなところまで走って早く行くといい。
今回は大物が釣れたよ。
ボンボン爆弾。
落ちろ。塵となれ。
ダメだったか。ここまで。はあ。
よいしょ。へへ、へい。
落ちろ。でや。
った串焼き食べてみないか。
わあ、いい匂い。この湯気がする四角い鉄の箱から美味しそうな匂いがするよ。栄養騎士のお兄ちゃん、これ見て。このヌードル、いろんなものが入っててすごく綺麗だよ。
それはこのヌードルなんかじゃなくて牛骨ラーメンだぞ。
じゃあ、あのお皿に入ってる黄色くて赤いのは何？
それも知らないのか？それは串焼き3種。じゃあ
これは？この黄色い小さなケーキ。
それは長蘭の卵焼きさ。 ごく美味しいのに食べたことないのか？
わあ、重骨ラーメンに串焼き3種、それに長蘭の卵焼き、すごく美味しそう。
ふふん、当たり前さ。君外国から来たんだろ？道理で食べたことないはずだよな。俺の小遣いで君に長蘭の卵焼きを一つおごってやるよ。俺たち稲妻のうまいもんを食わしてやる。
本当？でもジン団長が他の人のものは取っちゃいけないって言ってた。しかもそれってお前の小遣いなんだろ？子供の小遣いを使わせるのはなんだか悪いぞ。
俺君のこと知ってるぞ。宵宮姉さんの友達だよな。でも
こいつからしたらそんなの朝飯前だぜ。クレイと岩尾の2人に卵焼きを作ってやれるよな。本当か？感動したぞ。じゃあおいらだ。
一味違った串焼き食べてみないか？
栄誉騎士のお兄ちゃん、卵。 栄誉騎士のお兄ちゃん、卵焼きってどんな味なの？
一味違った串焼き食べてみないか？
わあ、本当にできてる。兄ちゃんすげえ。
うまいな。やっぱり旅人は最強だぜ。
卵焼きは美味しかったけど、やっぱり俺は宵宮姉さんの方がすげえと思う。
宵宮姉さんって誰？その人も卵焼きが作れるの？
宵宮姉さんは何でもできるんだ。物語が話せて、金魚を飼ってて、花火も打ち上げられて、俺たちに飴もくれる。世界で一番すごくて一番いい人なんだぜ。
クレイの中ではママが世界で一番すごくていい人だよ。それに他にもまだまだクレイもいい人をたくさん知ってる。アルベドお兄ちゃんでしょ、栄誉騎士のお兄ちゃんにジン団長、それからガエルお兄ちゃん。クレイ、まさか全員の名前を言うつもりじゃないよな。
君の言った人たちのことは知らないけど、宵宮姉さんなら紹介してやれるぜ。一緒に来いよ。宵宮姉さんのところに連れてってやるからさ。いつもの祭りだと宵宮姉さんはすごく忙しいんだ。でも今回は忙しくないから俺たちとも遊んでくれるぜ。なんか宵宮姉さん最近あんまり元気がないみたいでさ。
うん、一緒に宵宮お姉ちゃんに会いに行く。
参ったな。
ボンボン爆弾。弾けろ。
宵宮姉さん、そんなに悲しまないで。僕が面白い話をしてあげるよ。昨日角の生えたお兄さんと虫相撲をやったんだけど、3回とも僕の勝ちだったんだよ。
一斗に勝つなんてやるやんか。松坂、あんたすごいな。
宵宮お姉ちゃん、姿の彩り祭では花火はあげられないけど、この祭りには他にも面白いものがたくさんあるんだよ。
大きに。数日の間、城内で花火が禁止されるだけの話や。うちもそんなに落ち込んでへんさかい。
宵宮姉さん、遊びに来たよ。新しい友達を紹介するよ。外国から来た女の子なんだ。なんて名前だっけ？
クレイだよ。
こんにちは、クレイちゃん。うちは宵宮、この長野原花火屋の店長や。
こんにちは。
その帽子と服、かいらしいな。模様が個性的やわ。それにそのリュックも。へえ、えらい工夫されて作られとるわ。
これは四つ葉のクローバーなんだよ。ママとジン団長が四つ葉のクローバーは幸運を運んできてくれるって言ってたな。
そうなんや。めっちゃええやん。みんなも気に入ると思うで。それにリュックについてるちっこい精霊もえらいかいらしいや。
これはドドコだよ。クレイの一番の友達なの。よく一緒に星落としの湖でお魚をドカーンしに行ってるんだ。
ん？ドドコって言うんか。面白い名前やな。 気に入ったわ。
うん。ドドコは生まれたら風に乗って冒険に出るんだ。そうママが言ってたよ。
風に乗って冒険に出るなあ。クレイちゃんのママロマンチックや。
うん。ママは一番すごくて一番いい人だよ。岩尾くんの言ってたこと本当だったね。ゆいみやお姉ちゃんもすごくいい
人。うちもクレイちゃんとはキーやわ。うちら絶対ええ友達になれると思うで。
二人ともすっかり意気投合したみたいだな。
クレイちゃん、四つ葉のクローバーが好きなんやったら、うちが四つ葉の形した花火作ってクレイちゃんに見せたるわ。
やったー。花火の後はドドコと一緒にみんなでお魚をドッカーンしに行こう。待てよ、お魚をドカーン？ダメだからな。アルベドから言われてるだろ。
少し浮かれすぎてしもたわ。シャブ業の人から言われてるんや。姿の彩り祭の期間中は稲妻全土において花火は禁止やってな。
じゃあダメなの？わかった。おいおい、新しい友達ができるのって嬉しいことのはずだろ。まだまだ他にもたくさんあるんだ。そうそう、さっきサイカが言っただろ。
どうやクレイちゃん、もしかしたら姿の彩り祭も楽しいかもしれへんで。うん、
クレイ、姿の彩り祭に行ってみる。
いや、今のままでいいと思う。
やっぱりいないよ。
結構好きだ。
じゃないと普通すぎる。
ここが姿の彩り祭の会場だ。
祭りに
いろんな屋台があるぞ。
異教人剣語旅、金髪武士に吹く死の風。長い名前やな。初めて見るわ。新しい小説やな。
作者草竹一志か。よいみやお姉ちゃん、この名前変だよ。
草竹一鹿じゃなくかやぶき一慶だ。異教人喧嘩旅は俺の最新作で、金髪武士に吹く死の風はシリーズの第一部さ。
その異教人に吹くの物語にはいい友達は出てくる？ガイアお兄ちゃんが言ってたよ。いい物語の主人公にはいい友達がいるもんだって。
いや、それはない。全く持ってない。そんなやつ裏切りと血のな。
そうなんか。その物語はクレイちゃんには合わへん気するわ。
ちょっと待ってくれよ、お嬢ちゃん。
フィッシュルなんとか物語。フィッシュルお姉ちゃんの物語みたいだね。
それは公女って読むんや。クレイちゃんはこの小説読んだことあるんか？
読んだことないよ。でもクレイ、フィッシュルお姉ちゃんのことは知ってるよ。 フィッシュロお姉ちゃんはいつもオズと一緒にいるんだ。これはね、冒険者協会のみんなが知ってることなの。クレイとドドコがいつも一緒にいるのと同じ。ドドコ、今退屈だなって思ってないかな。
クレイちゃん、これも仕方あらへんことなんや。姿の彩り祭には本が多いやろ。燃えてしまうもんやさかい、火に気ぃつけへんかったらあかんねん。
姿の彩り祭も宵宮とクレイを喜ばせられなかったな。でも花火もお魚ドカーンもダメでも、きっと他にドドコと一緒にできることがあるはずだ。
例えば、つまりどういうことや？
そっか、姿の彩り祭っていうのは作品を展示する場なんだから、みんなと同じようにドドコの物語を展示するといいと思うぞ。この考えいいんじゃないか。クレイね、アルベドお兄ちゃんにお絵かきを教えてもらったことあるよ。
想像力豊かでええやん。うちもそれにかけた物語を姿の彩り祭で展示できるなんて楽しみやわ。
やったー、ドドコもきっと喜ぶはずだよ。
よかったな。じゃあクレイちゃん、うちの店に紙とか筆とか絵の具取りに戻ろう。一緒に物語書くで。
出発。やる気を出した途端、今度はすごい勢いで走ってっちゃったな。オイラたちも追いかけようぜ。
最後尾はこちらです。
きっと大流行するぞ。
さっきクレイちゃん、
この物語の内容はね、内緒に。
まあ理由は、うちらが店にいる間、あんたらは姿の彩り祭を見てきたらええわ。また時間経ったらうちらんとこ戻ってき。
宵宮お姉ちゃん、早くお絵かきしに行こう。あれ、おいらみんなで絵が描けると思ったのに。
じゃないと普通すぎる。
ドドコが稲妻に来たらどんなことするんかな。
ドドコは美味しい串焼き3種と牛骨ラーメンと長蘭の卵焼きを食べるんだよ。
へえ、ええ感じやん。クレイちゃんはそれ書いてるんか？めちゃくちゃ上手に書けてるわ。書き終わったら印刷しようか。ぎょうさんすって姿の彩り祭で配るで。でも印刷するんやったらモラいるやんな。うちが普段から貯めてるお金で足りるんやろか。
宵宮お姉ちゃん、クレイもモラ持ってるよ。
50モラじゃ足りひんかもな。本当にどうしようもあらへんかったら旅人に何とかしてもらうか。
栄養騎士のお兄ちゃんはすごく大変だから、クレイもう迷惑かけたくない。だからクレイがお魚をドカーンして モラを稼いでくる。
お魚どかんはあかんってパイモンちゃんと旅人に言われてんのやろ。
じゃあアルベドお兄ちゃんに頼るしか。
アルベドお兄ちゃんって？
アルベドお兄ちゃんはクレイのお兄ちゃんだよ。すごーく頭が良くて何でもできるな。お絵かきも上手で、ヒルチャールとかガイアお兄ちゃんとかドドコも描けるんだよ。アルベドお兄ちゃんが稲妻に来たのもみんなに絵を描いてあげるためなの。
ああ、なるほど。クレイちゃんの言うアルベドお兄ちゃんは多分八重堂に協力してる画家の先生やねんな。
画家の先生？それって絵を描く先生のこと？アルベドお兄ちゃんってスクロースお姉ちゃんの先生なだけじゃなくてお絵描きの先生でもあったんだね。ゆいみやお姉ちゃん見てて。アルベドお兄ちゃんが教えてくれたの。ドドコの色はこうやって並んだよ。
へえ、よう似てるわ。そうやったらうちはこっちの街道描いとくし、クレイちゃんはドドコに色塗ってや。それにほら、ここに字入れれるから絵の説明もできるで。
じゃあこう描くね。もう聞こえないみたいだな。
ドドコは稲妻でほんまに楽しそうに遊んでるな。
二人ともまるで本当にドドコと一緒に遊びに行ったみたいに嬉しそうだな。
さて、あとはドドコの物語を印刷するだけや。八重堂に行こか。
やっぱり変えよう。じゃないと普通すぎる。
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
いや、今のままでいいと思う。僕はこのネタ結構好きだ。
クレイと一緒にお魚をドカーンしに行く？バレたら一日反省室に閉じ込められるけど、お魚は美味しいからやりがいあるよ。
いや、今のままでいいと思う。僕はこのネタ結構好きだ。
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
やっぱり変えよう。じゃないと普通すぎる。
あれ？どこ？
いや、今のままでいいと思う。僕はこのネタ結構好きだ。
やっぱり変えよう。じゃないと普通すぎる。
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。今日ね、クレイ変わった模様のトカゲを捕まえたんだ。見たことない模様だから見てみる？
やっぱり変えよう。じゃないと普通すぎる。
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
いや、今のままでいいと思う。僕はこのネタ結構好きだ。
やっぱり変えよう。
場内爆破は反省室。怪我人いるところに陣団長あり。山火事は一巻の終わり。これはクレイの騎士団で生きるための心得だよ。
いや、
爆弾も落ちはじけだ。よいしょ。
どうしたら料理の腕が上がるんだろう。ワンタンサンゴ探偵所に来たということは何かお困りかな。
ダメだ。設定をこれ以上増やさないで。
着いた。ここが八重堂や。
八重堂の人。あ、いた。新たにおばちゃん。クレイの知ってる人。
おばちゃん。誰が私をおばちゃんだって？ああ、白亜先生が連れていた妹ちゃんね。クレイちゃん、今日はどうしたの？
新たにおばちゃん、手伝ってほしいことがあるの。ドドコの物語を印刷してみんなに見せてくれないかな。
ドドコ？もしかして妹ちゃんも小説を書いてるの？
いや、ちゃうねん。ドドコっていうんはほんまにいてる存在やで。ほら、これがドドコや。
わからない。
じゃあオイラたちが説明するぜ。
なるほど。その願いに応えてあげたいのが山々だけど、ごめんなさいね。姿の彩り祭における個人作品の印刷委託はもう期限が過ぎてる。
それってドドコはみんなに会えないってこと？
ごめんね。
クレイちゃん、そんな悲しむことあらへんで。まだうち新たにさ、ほんとモラならいっぱい出すで。印刷の人手が足りひん言うんやったら。
よいみやさん、お気持ちはわかるけれど、今回私たちが個人作品だから本当に。
どうしよう。
いや、うちが子供の頃、父ちゃんが祭りに連れてってくれ。いつになったら父ちゃんはうちを連れてってくれるんやろ。その夜、印刷できひん言うんやったら、だからうちは自分で書く。この何日かを使って書けるだけ書いて姿の彩り祭に持ってく。
よいみやのその譲らぬ姿勢、わらわはとても気に入っておるぞ。
ミコ、それにアルベドも。
状況は相分かった。
申し訳ありません、八重様。
よい、分かっておる。汝はただ決まりに従ったまで。それに印刷のじゃが、八重堂は人々に夢と喜びを与える存在じゃ。川行き目の子の願いすら叶えられぬなど、みっともないことこの上なしじゃ。そうじゃな。分かった。よいみや、そして目の子よ。主らの作品を印刷させてもよいが、ちょっとした代価を払ってもらうぞ。
宮司様、代価なんてとっくに覚悟してます。もったいぶらんと言うてください。
まったく、何も恐ろしいことではあるまいし、わらわを鬼ババのように言うでない。わらわが言いたかったのは、今から印刷をするには一つしか手段が残っておらぬだろうということ。それは他の印刷物の余白に付け合わせ印刷をする方法じゃ。じゃが現状、半面にはもう角しか印刷できそうな余白が残っておらぬ。その本を入れるには大きさを半分にする必要があるぞ。そのような犠牲を。
らの本を半分までちっちゃくしたら、宮司様が印刷してくれ。いいよ。
ありがとう、宮司様お姉ちゃん。
この子はなんと可愛いんじゃ。ならこれで決まりじゃな。新たに今晩の印刷に間に合わせよ。
はい、今すぐ手配してまいります。
付け合わせ印刷をすることは確かに可能かもしれないけど、印刷工場にはきっと迷惑をかけてしまうだろ
う。気にせずともよい。この小さき手助けはクレイちゃんへの手土産じゃ。それにこの先も八重堂からは汝に挿絵を頼むことがあるじゃろうからの。白亜先生、これはわらわの投資だと思ってくれて構わ。さて、これ以上汝ら兄弟を邪魔するのもあれじゃし、わらわは先に行くぞ。
よし、これで完璧に解決やな。あとは八重堂からの言い知らせを待つだけや。
よい宮に旅人、まさか二人がクレイにこんな楽しい思いをさせてくれていたとは。本当にありがとう。
気にせんでえって。
うん、分かっているよ。クレイは僕の大事な家族だからね。
ジョー先生がお祭りの前に銀行を
クレイと一緒にお魚をドカーンしに行く？バレたら一日反省室に閉じ込められるけど、お魚は美味しいからやりがいあるよ。騎士のお兄ちゃん、見て見て、新谷おばちゃんがドドコの物語を持ってきてくれたよ。これでやっとクレイとヨイミヤが隠してた。
いや、まあそんな大したもんでもないんやけどな。
ドドコとクレイ、
それにうち、そこにあんたらを加えたみんなで一緒に経験した物語や。もちろんパイモンちゃんかて出てくる。
クレイとヨイミヤお姉ちゃんか。
八重様から二人に伝言よ。この本は合版印刷されたものだから、亮が君たちの想像より印刷費はいらないけれど、君たちの本の売れ残りは一緒に印刷された本の特典として付けられる。どう？
そんなんほんまにええんか？うちらはええとしても。
実は一緒に印刷された本の名前はテイワット観光ガイドっていうのよ。あ、マ
マの本だ。
クレイちゃんのママ、本書ける人やったんや。
クレイちゃんの母親であるアリスさんはテイワットの有名な冒険者なの。彼女のテイワット観光ガイドもちょうど新しく稲妻編が出るところなのよ。八重様はすでに宣伝文句を考えているわ。テイワットで最も有名な冒険者の親子がついに手を取り合う。大ヒット間違いなしね。
はっ、そんなことだろうと思ったぜ。
めちゃくちゃ八重様らしいな。でもこれでよかったんじゃ。
クレイ嬉しい。ママの本と一緒になれるなんて、まるでクレイとママが一緒に冒険してるみたい。姿の彩り祭に来られて本当によかった。
展示会場をご利用の方はこちらから申請してください。申請してください。
大流行するぞ。
陽子さんを祭りに誘いたいな。
昴生、
ここが効果姿の彩り祭の会場だ。
効果姿の彩り祭へようこそ。
稲妻の姿の彩り祭に参加しに来たんだよな。あれ、オイラの気のせいか？
気のせいじゃありません。私は飛雲商会の阿局です。この船には書道家以外にも画家や機関機関の騎士も乗っているんですよ。以前機関機関の発明者が飛雲商会まで投資の話を持ちかけてきたんです。旦那様は興味を示さなかったのですが、坊ちゃまの方は支援したいとおっしゃっています。聞いたところによると、
じゃあその坊ちゃま
坊ちゃまは
なあ、ゆくあきが座ったまま寝てるぞ。
おや、旅人にパイモン、君たちも稲妻を訪れてきたのかい？どうやら僕たち本当に縁があるようだね。
オイラたちは客じゃなくて姿の彩り祭のガイドだぞ。
問題ないよ。船の上で小説を読むのに夢中になってしまってね。気がついたら夜が明けていただけだ。そうだ、 島に上陸したら勘定奉行に招待状を見せなければならないんだろう。先に招待状を取り出しておこう。これは僕の荷物の下に紙がある。おかしいな。
オイラたちに間違いない。この前手に入れた物語のシリーズだ。
この前手に入れたものが
港口の創作その物語を。
待てよ、それって
でもこの一瞬、
それってまさか白亜先生に会えるということかい？
そうとも言えるな。
本当かい？それはよかった。実は以前から白亜先生が姿の彩り祭に参加することを知っていてね。期間期間の投資価値を。だけどそれからすぐに白亜先生が祭り期間中に五河川の肖像画を描かなければならないと聞いた。せっかく白亜先生と稲妻へ来ることができたのに会う機会すらないなんて。そう思ってしばらくの間ずっと落ち込んでいたんだ。
安心しろゆくあき。確かに白亜先生には仕事があるけど、友達にすら会えないほど時間がないわけじゃない。それに言ってるぞ、白亜先生はお前の小説「珍州集権録」の挿絵を担当してるんだってな。
君たちも知っていたのか？正直なところリーユエでは全く人気が出なかった僕の小説が稲妻で売れている理由、その半分は白亜先生の美しい挿絵のおかげなんだ。白亜先生は絵の腕もさることながら完成させる速度も凄まじい。最初僕の見解だが、おっと、話に夢中で時間を忘れてしまったね。早く行こう。
アルベドのおかげでゆくあきの注意をそらせたな。気づかれなくて済んだぜ。アルベドに会ってもボロが出ん。
这片大海和每日升起的太阳，
厚积而薄发。
这里就是光华荣彩期的会场了。
旅行者派蒙，你们好啊。哦，旁边这位是？您就是白鄂老师吧？很荣幸见到您。我是《陈秋实践录》的作者不，见了面还让您以笔名称呼我，实在太不好意思了。那你也叫我阿贝多就行。不，那怎么行？为什么不行？既然大家都是旅行者的朋友，都用真名称呼，应该更方便才对。再说，我们之前也常有通信。你这么客气，反而让我不太习惯。
嘿嘿，其实不只是阿贝多，我们之前也没见过这样慌慌张张的星丘呢。
真是的， 你们两个就不要趁机揶揄我了。哦，对了，我们刚才在码头找到了藏尸大赛的故事，听说你正在收集它们。
藏尸大赛？
就是找写着5个仙故事的那些纸片的活动嘛。之前温迪不就找到了一张，然后作为模特被你画进了画里。
嗯，哦，对，就是这样。故事我已经了解了，谢谢你们，这下帮了大忙了。
啊，那就好。不过这篇故事在我看来有些没头没尾，你们能讲讲详细的来龙去脉吗？
如果大家都有空的话，我们找个地方边吃饭边聊如何？
哦，这个嘛……
行秋，你有事要忙吗？
不，没有，没什么事。说起来，志村屋的鳗肉茶泡饭不错，要不要去那里？
志村屋吗？不过今天风有些大，改去乌有亭如何？
也好，那我先去放置行李，等会儿大家就在乌有亭见面吧。
果然有破绽。
哎，不会吧？我觉得我们刚刚配合的挺好呀，难道还是说漏嘴了？
不，派蒙，我不是在说你。旅行者，你怎么想？
行秋可疑？喂，你们两个在说什么呀？
派蒙，你刚才读过这首诗了吧？虽然在行秋看来，这一篇故事没头没尾。
连着读，翠光因为喝醉睡着，弄丢了葵之翁的诗。哎，等一下，难道说今天的故事是在暗示我们？这怎么可能？行秋他不是今天早上才抵达稻期吗？
其实，这也正是可疑之处。行秋既然才刚刚抵达稻期，而且在我以风大为由换地点时，他也没有提出疑问，显然知道志村屋是露天店铺。
你是说，行秋其实已经在稻期待了一段时间，却装出刚刚到达的样子？
对，我是这么认为的。
但行秋怎么可能？
派蒙，你先别着急。虽然其中应该有什么隐，
行秋不会遇到什么危险了吧？
现在还不清楚。但乌有亭是室内饭馆，如果有可疑的人跟踪或者偷听，很容易被我们发现。等会儿，希望你们能配合我。那我们现在就去乌有。
이 검을 알아보겠느냐?
네, 신간 특권이요. 감사합니다. 여기서 줄 서주시기 바랍니다.
황성! 열어!
주위에서 수상한 사람은 아직 못 봤어. 가게로 들어가서 행추를 기다리자.
어떡해, 너무 긴장돼. 이따 행추랑 무슨 얘기하지?
우선 진짜 이나즈마에 미리 와 있었는지 확인해야 돼. 거짓말한 확실한 증거를 찾으면 그걸 이용해서 진실을 말하도록 설득해야지. 행추 씨가 아직 안 온 것 같으니 가게 손님들과 얘기해보는 게 어때? 영감을 얻을지도 몰라.
오일전에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
요새 발버른 젊은 손님들이 많아졌구먼.
환영합니다. 주문은 제가 받을게요.
요새 발버른 젊은 손님들이 많아졌구먼.
떨어져라!
이로돌이 축제 마지막에 열릴 신간 발매회에서 제일 기대되는 건 역시 침추 습검록이지.
맞아! 작가의 친필 사인이 있는 초판은 소장 가치가 아주 높지. 꼭 살 거야.
전에 봤던 치목 선생님 사인은 필체가 진짜 깔끔했는데 엄청 성실하신 분 같아.
발매 당일에 현장에 오신다고 했으니까 볼 수 있을 거야.
잠깐! 내가 잘못 들은 거 아니지? 행추가 신간에 사인을 하고 필체가 깔끔?
오일전에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 주문은 제가
어떤 걸 주문할 건가?
사장님, 오늘 추천 메뉴는 뭐야?
그야 당연히 오늘 갓 잡은 해산물이지. 며칠 전 바다에 비가 많이 와서 어선이 못 나갔었는데 오늘은 날이 좋아서 해산물이 좀 들어왔거든.
며칠 전은 바다 날씨가 안 좋았어?
그래, 방금
아주 쓸...
오일전에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 주문은 제...
이따 어떤 주제로 얘기할지 생각해봤어?
나라면 소설가 사파의 창작에 관해서 얘기할 거야. 정말 우리에게 숨기는 게 있다면 우리보다 더 긴장했을지도 몰라. 창작에 대해서 얘기하면 경계를 늦출지도 모르지.
그러고 보니 행추가 너한테 감사 인사를 하고 싶다고 했어. 그 짧은 시간에 그런 퀄리티의 사파를 그려줘서 고맙다고.
진짜 그렇게 말했어?
와, 정말 맛있었어. 이나즈마 요리는 신선한 해산물 위주라서 내 입에 딱 맞아.
다행이다. 네가 잠을 설쳐서 입맛이 없을까봐 걱정했거든. 그럼 이 틈에 빨리 행추랑 얘기하자. 뭔가 오면서 있어.
솔직히 바다는 매일 똑같아서 경치라고 할 만한 게 없지. 이나즈마에 가까워졌. 근데 배가
방금 한 말도 수상한 점은 없는 것 같은데. 그렇네.
수학은 있지만 증거가 더 필요해. 행추랑.
소설을 읽는 건 서사 쌓기 관심 있는
그 점에 대해선 책을 쓰든 그림을
둘이 심오한 얘기를 하기 시작했어.
그러고 보니 알베도 씨, 제 소설의 사파를 그려줘서 고맙다고 전부터 얘기하고 싶었어요. 제 소설이 리얼에선 잘 안 팔리거든요. 작품에 대한 자신이 별로 없었어요. 하지만 알베도 씨는 매번 제가 생각하기에 가장 중요한 부분의 사파를 그려주셨어요. 제가 표현하려는 걸 이해받은 느낌이었죠.
고마워요. 근데 이번 사파는 라이트 노벨의
그 부분은 세계의 변화를
아니, 방금 빈틈을 보였어. 내 사파는 이나즈마에 도착하자마자 인쇄에 들어가서 그 내용을 몰라야 정상이야. 행추씨, 아주 중요한 질문이 하나 있어요.
왜 갑자기 둘 다 정색을... 어라? 갑자기 무슨 말이야?
행추, 실은 아까 오카자키 사장님이 며칠 동안 바다 날씨가 안 좋다고 알려줬어. 그러니까 요거 우산을 보고 다들 가판으로 나왔다는 건 있을 수 없는 일이야.
그리고 침추 습검록의 신간은 이로도리 축제에서 발매될 예정이에요. 작가인 저희도 샘플을 못 받았는데 사파의 디테일을 어떻게 하는 거죠?
행추, 사실은 오늘보다 훨씬 전에 이나즈마에 도착한 거지? 위험한 일이 생겨서 진실을 말할 수 없는 거야? 겁먹을 거 없어. 여행자랑 알베도 둘 다 엄청 강하다고.
아니, 오해야. 요즘 잠을 설쳐서 역시나 머리가 둔해졌네. 너희가 날 시험하고 있는지도 몰랐어. 처리할 일이 있어서 미리 이나즈마로 온 건 맞아. 이걸 어떻게 설명해야 할까?
오라! 우연이네. 다들 여기 있었구나.
벤티, 넌 여기 어쩐 일이야?
여기 사장님한테 오래 묵혀둔 술이 있다고 들었거든. 당연히 맛보러 와야지.
넌 볼 때마다 진지한 적이 없다니까.
누가 그래? 실은 너희에게 전해줄 좋은 소식이 있어. 방금 쿠조 사라를 만났는데 텔료 봉행이 침추 습검록을 훔친 범인을 잡았으니 걱정 말라고 전해달래.
침추 습검록을 훔친 범인?
어라, 내가 하면 안 되는 말을 한 건 아니겠지?
큰일이야. 텔료 봉행이 찾은 사람이 혹시 오노데라 편집자인가요?
이름을 말하진 않았지만 쿠조 사라가 그 사람을 하나미 자카로 데려가는...
설명할 시간 없어요. 빨리 가서 오노데라 씨를 구해야 돼요. 정에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 주문은 제가 받을게요. 여기 있고. 잠시만요. 오노데라 씨는 죄가 없습니다.
이분이 바로 침추 습검록의 작가님이겠군요. 다른 사람도 같이 올 줄은 몰랐네요.
아무튼 그분을 데려가지 마시고 제 얘기부터 들어...
치목 선생님, 걱정 마세요. 실은 방금 쿠조님께 다 설명했습니다.
네, 이제 막 떠나려던 참이었어요.
다행이네요. 아니지, 설마 여기 있는 분들 전부 다 알게 된 건
정확히 말하면 용의자가 도주하는 걸 방지하기 위해 부대가 둘이나 더 있었습니다.
행추가 충격받은 것 같은데 대체 어떻게 된 일이야?
정말 부끄럽지만 이미 많은 분들이 알아버렸으니 상관없... 사실 이번 사건은 따지자면...
아닙니다, 치목 선생님. 다 제 책임이죠. 여러분, 제가 이번 이로도리 축제에서 작가 친필 사인 신간을 발매하자고 제안했습니다. 제가 야외 출판사에 입사하고 처음 맡은 대형 기획이기도 하고 야외님의 적극적인 지지도 얻었거든요. 하지만 기획 내용을 제안하기 전에 미리 작가님들과 상의하지 않아서 치목 선생님에게 큰...
솔직히 말하면 전 서예 실력이 형편없어서 사인 행사에는 맞지 않아요.
치목 선생님은 곤란해하셨지만 이번 기획이 제게 아주 중요한 걸 아시고 바로 배를 타고 이나즈마로 오셔서 해결책을 찾으려고 하셨어요. 요 며칠 선생님은 열심히 서예를 연습하셨습니다. 하지만 책 한 권 사인하는데 시간이 너무 오래 걸려서 예정된 사인 시간이 부족했죠. 그래서 전 먼저 창고에 있는 신간을 저희 집으로 옮기는 방법을 고안했어요. 그럼 선생님이 그동안 사인을 다 마치실 수 있을 테니까요. 완벽한 계획이라고 생각했지만 책이 사라진 일이 바로 들통날 줄은 몰랐어요. 게다가 마침 제가 휴가여서 며칠 동안 선생님과 집에서 지내다 보니 바로 사태를 파악하지 못했고 이렇게 큰 난리가 났죠. 따지자면 제가 이번 기획으로
오노데라 씨, 저도 악비를 독자에게 들키고 싶지 않아서 그 제안에 동의한 겁니다. 그리고 또 다른 이유는 제가 전에 했던 사인으로 인해서 오노데라 씨가 오해했기 때문이에요. 전에 야외 출판사에서 계약 작가들의 친필 사인을 받아서 전시하는 행사를 한 적이 있어요. 그때 종일 연습해서 아주 정교하고 깔끔한 사인 한 장을 겨우 지금 돌이켜보니 체면 때문에 사인을 제출한 게 자승자박이었네요.
자, 둘 다 표정 풀어. 어쨌든 도난 사건은 오해였고 누구나 다른
그래, 행추도 책도 괜찮은 걸 알아.
오노데라 씨, 책 분실 사건의 진상을 이도에 있는 다른 분들에게도...
네, 모두에게
그럼 우리도 같이 이도로 돌아가자.
빗줄기를 그리기 어려운 법. 황석!
정말 좋아하는데.
유코 씨랑 같이 축제를 즐기고 싶어.
떨어져라! 황석!
남녀노소 모두 좋아하는 동화 그림책 구경해보세요.
오노데라 씨, 어쩐 일입니까?
걱정 끼쳐서 죄송합니다.
왜도 일찍 말하지 않은 겁니까? 그래야 다 같이 도울 방법을 생각하죠.
맞아요. 저흰 한 팀이...
지나간 일은 그만 얘기하죠. 급선물은 치목 선생님의 사인 문제예요. 지금...
별로 낙관적이지 않아요. 며칠 동안 밤을 새웠는데도 10분의 1 정도밖에...
그래서 오늘 졸린 모습이었구나.
알겠습니다. 무라타 씨, 이따 야외 출판사로 돌아가서 아라타니 씨와 함께 오유정 2층에 룸 하나 잡아줘.
네, 팀장.
그럼 좋죠. 아참, 그러고 보니 오늘 리월에서 온 서예가 2분이 있는데 우리랑 협력했던 분들이에요. 제가 가서 부탁드려보죠.
왠지 지금부터...
치목 선생님, 겁먹지 마세요. 선생님이라면 할 수 있습니다. 소설의 마지막 장은...
하지만 소설이랑 서예는 전혀 다...
행추가 여전히 사인의 트라우마에서 벗어나지 못했지만
저는 항상 혼자 공부...
그리고 중요한 정보를 제공해준 수수께
5가선 이야기를...
그게 무슨 말이야?
참, 시간이 없어서 행추한테 설명...
그렇구나. 그렇다면 나랑 오노데라 씨가 책을 옮길... 알베도 씨, 뭐 하나 부탁해도 될까요? 저도 오늘 사건이 순조롭게 해결...
좋아요. 그림의 내용을 고려...
항상 안전에 유의하세요.
그는 다름 아닌 아오이노 오키나였다. 이 모든 건 이름 모를 누군가로부터 비롯되었는데 아오이노 오키나는 협박을 받아 극단적인 방법으로 시집의 한 장을 회수했다. 그는 그자의 의도를 알지 못했다. 그저 시의 내용이 예뻐신 아카이토와 관련이 있다는 것만 알 뿐이었다.
와, 알베도는 정말 대단해. 아오이노 오키나의 초상화를 벌써 완성하다니. 행추가 오유정에서 하는 특훈은 어떻게... 이봐! 이야기를 쓴 사람! 지금 근처에 있어? 행추 좀 도와줘! 행추는 우리의 소중한... 무슨... 고양이... 시간도 늦었으니까 우리도...
한정음료를 구매하실 분은 미리 줄을 서주시길 바랍니다. 이 동인 소설 정말 좋아하는데. 콜라보 한정음료를 구매하실 분은 미리 줄을 서주시길 바랍니다. 자! 오셔서 기관 디펜스 한번 해보세요. 오셔서 기관 디펜스 한번 해보세요.
윤리, 칭령, 주술, 고용간파, 진실의 눈동자, 칭령, 주술, 윤령, 칭령, 주술, 윤령.
제게 맡기세요.
고요한 내정,
기사단을 먹지를 했네요.
주술,
내 명이 곧 그치리. 인정할 수 없어.
장난이 좀 과했네. 도망칠 수 없다.
항상
함께하는 이 없이는 이 아름다운 자연의 운치도 날 돋보이게 하는 배경에 불과하다.
떨어져라! 떨어져라!
두 발로 직접 땅을 측량해 미지의 영역을 알아가는 그 느낌이 그립군.
속세의 풍경은 항상 그대로인데 인간의 일생은 이슬처럼 더덥구나. 고용 간파, 칭령, 주술, 칭령. 자, 자, 야, 주술, 칭령, 주술. 자, 야, 오호. 윤력, 주술.
물러서!
진실의 눈동자. 윤력, 주술. 윤력.
불타올라라!
야, 주술. 칭령. 고요한 내정. 윤력, 주술.
물러서!
칭령, 주술. 도망칠 수 없다. 뇌관이 애처롭구나. 윤력, 칭령, 윤력. 야, 주술, 윤력, 칭령. 진실의 눈동자. 윤력, 주술.
물러서! 산사철개!
윤력, 칭령, 주술. 우후.
차!
괜히 모험단 출발! 총 공격을 시작하세요! 물러서! 상처 따위 아프지 않아!
하늘의 이치가
너도 채웠으니 편히 가렴.
불타올라라!
야호!
하늘이 만물을 움직인다. 나영한
모함 불타올라라!
파이어원!
하늘의 이치가
총 공격을 시작하지!
물러서! 유이파!
이게 하늘의 이치다.
너도 채웠으니 편히 가렴.
불타올라라! 불타올라라!
잘가! 서철게!
총 공격을 시작하지! 불타올라라!
떨어져라!
모두 비켜!
첫째 쭈쭈는 아프고 둘째 쭈쭈는 병을 봐주네.
하늘로 날려주마! 모두 비켜! 벤이 모험단 출발! 하늘로 날려주마! 모두 또 못 피했어.
손님 하나, 손님 둘.
하늘로 날려주마! 모두 하늘로 날려주마! 모두 터뜨려주지! 하늘로 날려주마! 모두 터뜨려주지! 떨어져라! 하늘로 날려주마! 모두 벤이 모험단 출발!
어.
아파라. 어디서 나온 거야?
정말 아름다워.
모두 터뜨려주지! 하늘로 날려주마! 또 못 피했어. 타올라라!
잠들어라. 검의 그림자. 감산토 물의 영역.
창의의 목소.
검의 그림자. 잠들어라.
오늘을 지켜줄게!
하염을 불타올라라세요.
물의 잔여. 삼척의 수수. 소매 그림자.
좀 쉬어. 속구처럼.
물의 잔여.
걱정 마.
황성!
배어라!
들어봤어? 울프 형제의 이상한 녀석이 돌아다니고 있대.
이 검을 알아보겠느냐? 떨어져라! 자! 차! 황성! 아...
떨어져라!
그럼 일은 잠시 쉬도록 하죠.
이제야 내가 생각났어. 재밌는 일 하러 가자.
그럼 일은 잠시 쉬도록 하죠.
재밌는 걸 찾으러 가볼까?
그래, 집안일은 나중에 하자.
난 뭘 하면 되지?
긴장 풀어. 무조건 우리가 이길 테니까.
너의 손재주에는 불량품은 없으니까.
좀 쉬어.
울프 형제의 이상한 녀석이 돌아다니고 있대. 어서와. 본적 없는 물건이 많을 걸세. 이상현상. 울프 형제의 이상한 녀석이 돌아다니고 있대.
야? 자.